I'm gonna teach you how to sound like this on Bandlab.
You can download this preset, link in the description. You can download this preset, link in the description. You can download this preset, link in the description.
Before we begin, if you like this vocal preset and want to download it, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, obviously the auto-tune, and I don't think I need to tell you that for future. You gotta crank it all the way up to 100%. Obviously pick the key of the song, so for me it's C# minor, but just having the classic in the essentials tab and 100% and you're good. Now onto the actual preset. The first thing we're gonna add is a noise gate, and it's very simple settings, just 1 millisecond attack, 100 millisecond release, and a threshold of around -32.6. I thought that was appropriate for my voice. Then we go into the first EQ, the EQ 3M. So I left the lows as they are, the mid, we'll get to in a second. The highs, I cranked them to 2.4 decibels. And for the mids, as I've done in pretty much all my Bandlab videos, what you have to do is crank the mid really high to 20 decibels, then play the song while messing around with the mid sweep in order to find where there is a lot of unwanted frequencies in your mid range. And once you found it, so for me it's around 584 hertz, you crank the mids down to 2.1 decibels. Then I added another graphic EQ where I added a bit more precision to my mix. So in 100 hertz, I dropped it to -4.4 decibels, left the 200 and 400 at 0. The 800 I boosted to 3.4, the 1.6K at 0.6 decibels, and then didn't touch anything else. Then I added a de-esser just to remove the harsh S sounds in your vocals. All I really did was put the frequency at 9,000 hertz and add a threshold of -1.8 decibels. Now we finally get to the compressor with pretty basic rules. So attack just like the noise gate at 1 millisecond, a release of 373 milliseconds. The threshold I put at 5.9, the ratio at 8:1, and I added a makeup gain of 6.1, which is gonna help raise the volume back up after we reduced a lot of the dynamics. I felt for future it made weirdly perfect sense, adding a chorus ensemble effect, and this kind of gave it a bit of a almost psychedelic sound, which I really liked and I think fits Future's druggy aesthetic. So I put the amount at 5.6 with a depth of 6.8, a speed of 6.5, the bass at 5, and the treble at 5. Now we're on to the spatial effects, so I put a ping pong delay, mix very low at 17%, with the left and right delay being the same. I wanted to go for an 8th triplets beat because it fits the kind of instrumentals Future usually hops on. Feedback, I also put really low at 9% with a cutoff of 1,400 hertz and a spread of 100 to really get that stereo sound. And finally, I put a studio reverb with a mix of 34%, a tone of 64%, and a size of 19, so not too big. And that's essentially how you get a Future vocal preset on Bandlab. Again, if you like this preset and want to download it for yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more tutorials like this. Comment below what other tutorials you want me to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.